Been a while. Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Collector, and welcome to my Nerd Cave. Big excursion kind of weekend, 30 minutes one direction for a big community yard sale one day, and then the next day it was going to be 30 minutes the opposite direction to go to a flea, but I'll get more to that in a minute. So, me and my girlfriend, we decided we were going to just do this, and, it'd be the first big shopping weekend that I do this year for my collection, and she got some stuff too. Found a 4-leaf clover on Friday, and so I knew it was going to be a good weekend. So, this is... That's not the one. Whatever. Oh, shit. Okay. This stack first. They're out of order. Okay, so this was from the community yard sale that I went to. Didn't go to a lot of vendors, but I wound up spending like $27 in total there. Of course, it wasn't as big as it was a couple of years ago when I went. I found way less back then. This time I imagine it's because of the weather. It did start raining on me when I was negotiating a price on some of these. So, first thing I got. This was at the first vendor I stopped by. This is 2012 and the 1998 Godzilla. I got 2012. I didn't have that Godzilla. So, $1 for that. Despite what that says, that's not their tag. This costs $1. And then the second seller that I bought from, and that's where I got this stack for $26. First off, I got Ed Wood, Tim Burton movie starring Johnny Depp for $1 there. The rest of these would have been $25, so $26 altogether for those. I got... This was a big Xbox weekend for me, you'll see. Fable 3. I may have already had this in my collection, so I don't think this is an upgrade or anything, but whatever, it'll be trade bait. All these are marked at $5, by the way, so like I said, I got a decent deal for buying all of them together. This one I did need, Fable 2, so now I've got all 3 Fable games. I think this one I had, and this one might be an upgrade for me, but Hitman Absolution. I've actually never played the Hitman game, so maybe I should give those a try. Quake 4. All these are complete, by the way. Manual, everything. This one was an upgrade for me. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. This is the Hardened Edition. So it comes with like a book, and it's in a steelbook case and all that, and it's pretty dope. So I'm a sucker for collector's editions and stuff like that. Okay, I looked it up after the fact. Turns out I did have this one, so again, trade pile. Project Gotham Racing 3. Which the one that I've already got is actually the the Platinum Hits version, which is, it's got modified controls for like a wireless steering wheel, I think, so that one might be the one that I wind up keeping. And then Saints Row the Third, the full package for $360. So that was dope. I didn't have this. I have the first and fourth, I think. So I needed the third, and now I just need the second. That might be it on the 360. I think after that is when like the fourth and all that come out. So, but yeah, so stack 1, pretty dope. Xbox 360 lot, and a few Blu-rays to boot. Later that day, my girlfriend had an interview in Decatur, so we went there, and then we went and ate Panda Express, and we were going to do some grocery shopping. Wound up going to Ollie's, and Goodwill's right next to Ollie's, so went into Goodwill first and picked up a stack. And we'll keep up with the 360 theme first. So I picked up Mortal Kombat on 360, $3. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag for $3. Some Xbox One games, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, $3. Rabbids Invasion interactive TV show. Don't know why I grabbed that, but I did. $3. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Day Zero Edition. And Fallout 4, which I think turned out that I already had this. But I think this one's got an insert. No, it does not. Okay, it turns out I just didn't need to pick that up, so trade pile. As well as $4, $4, $4, and $3 PS2 games. So I picked up Legend of Spyro: A New Beginning, Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. Didn't have either of those. Guitar Hero World Tour I didn't have. I love the Guitar Hero games on PS2. It's the only system I've actually got the controller, guitar controller for. So Hot Shots Golf 3, I think the Nintendo Direct just announced that Hot Shots Golf was coming back. Or am I thinking of something else? I don't know. So anyway, so just 4 PS2 games that I didn't have. Dope. It's kind of embarrassing to point out the ones that I've already got and aren't even upgrades, right? So it is what it is. If I pick them up cheap enough, then trade them in somewhere or sell them and, make my money back or even make a profit sometimes. Like I said, it is what it is. So, Sunday, today, we went 30 minutes the opposite direction to this flea event, and it's not a flea market like you would expect. It's like overpriced thrifted clothes, like, oh, this is a vintage polo, it's $80. Like, no. A bunch of homemade art stuff, and I don't mind that stuff. I'm down to go and shop and look and all that if that's what I'm expecting. But if I'm expecting a flea market, I expect it to be a fucking flea market, and it was also just way too crowded. The highlight of that was we stopped at a ramen shop for some authentic ramen, and that was good. Of course, on the way back, my girlfriend wanted to make one stop, and then next door was an antique store, and I'm like, you know what, I'm not going home empty-handed. So we go in there, and picked up 2 Blu-rays, $2 each, Monsters. This is a really good movie, actually. Glad to have that one. And this one was more for my girlfriend than for me, because it's kind of trash. I mean, it's fun trash, right? But she actually likes it, so, My Bloody Valentine 3D. So, good to have in the collection there. Also picked up a stack of more Xbox games. We'll start with the Xbox One one. Sunset Overdrive. I've heard really good things about this one, so cool to add it. I don't know what all I spent because, like I said, my girlfriend wound up grabbing some stuff too, so I don't know what all this equaled to. I could look at the numbers and do some math, but I'm not doing math that involves brain, and I'm not using my brain right now. D-Blob 2 for the 360. Again, big 360 weekend, and I forgot to show this off too. This was a Goodwill find as well for 99 cents. Miss Pac-Man plush. It's obviously not like vintage or anything. Like, there's a website on the tag, so there's no date or anything, but if there's a website, it's definitely not from the 80s or probably the 90s. So sometime in the 2000s, Miss Pac-Man plush. Couldn't turn it down. Okay, back to this. And this one turns out I also had, but the artwork is in better condition than the artwork I've got, so upgrade the artwork and all that. Rage Anarchy Edition, and you can hear the discs kind of sliding around. I did check mine, and I do have all discs already, so it's pretty much just the artwork that I need to upgrade. Assassin's Creed Revelations. I've got so many Assassin's Creed games now, 5 on 360 and a couple on Xbox One, and I have not played a single one of them. I am looking forward to playing Assassin's Creed Shadows, though, so maybe I'll have to give some of the other ones a try now, especially since I've apparently got a collection of them at this point. So, yeah, I've got options, though. Far Cry 2 for 360, and all these are complete, too. Crysis 2, the limited edition. I did say Rage Anarchy Edition, right? Yeah. So, Crysis 2, the limited edition. Again, I always go for, like, the limited editions. The Platinum Hits versions usually have a lot of content added to them and stuff like that, so that's dope. To find the limited edition for Crysis 2. Did I have the first one? I don't have Crysis 1. And then this is fun. Wolfenstein: The New Order. So I have added a bunch of Xbox One games, a bunch of Xbox 360 games, and a handful of PS2 games to the collection. Shockingly, not a single original Xbox game, which is weird. But yeah, I'd say I did pretty well for the game collection. I have definitely surpassed 2,100 games in my collection thus far. So it is good to be back for this thrifting season. And I said this is a pretty dope bunch of stuff. You have to forgive this stack. I was wanting to do some photo ops with my 360 collection. So anyway, that's all I got for today. And hey, you settle down. So anyway, it's good to be back. I have been a Nostalgia Collector. Remember, physical media will never die, and I hope to see you in the next video. Hopefully it doesn't take me months to get around to another video. Bye-bye.